Remains on Sussex Divorce Watch with a new headline that reads Exclusive. The real reason Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's marriage is an empty sham. Constant drama and criticism are the only things holding them together. Sounds healthy. Before we get into it, if you find yourself coming back for royal insight and commentary you won't hear anywhere else, consider subscribing to Kinsey Schofield Unfiltered right now. It's the best way to stay connected, and it tells the algorithm you appreciate thoughtful royal reporting. You're always welcome here, and we love having you.
So, Radar Online just dropped a bomb claiming that Harry and Meghan don't actually like each other. Yep, after years of public appearances and million-dollar deals, the reality is apparently a marriage held together not by love or mutual respect, but by constant drama. Their relationship, according to sources, survives solely because chaos seems to glue them together. Think of it as a messy, toxic glue stick, one crisis after another, and somehow it keeps them united.
Radar says sources have informed them that the Sussex's bond is now only sustained by the controversies that regularly engulf their public lives. The article references recent negative headlines about Meghan choosing not to wear a poppy over Remembrance Day weekend while, getting crunk with the 1% at Kris Jenner's birthday party in La La Land. And don't get us started on Kardashian Picturegate, which, by the way, I still think was just a PR stunt, especially after Kris Jenner shared and then unshared several of Meghan's holiday special posts on Instagram. To quote Kris, "This is a case for the FBI." The article also fails to mention the nightmare that's become the Harper's Bazaar cover and story. I was with Maureen Callahan and Megyn Kelly over the weekend, and I brought my Meghan Markle mask to meet Megyn Kelly for the first time. And she made me exit and re-enter so that she could announce me as the Duchess of Sussex. And the room absolutely lost it. Everybody was cracking up. I don't think that Meghan realizes that she does these things. And the reaction is she's a laughing stock. I mean, she just has no clue. So negative headlines, always an issue for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, am I right? Radar reports that one longtime friend, which in the case of Meghan feels like an oxymoron, described their relationship as powered by the storms around them and not much else. They said, there have been periods when the turmoil never seemed to stop, and strangely, it kept them united. Masochists. They've learned to function within the chaos. Constant drama and chaos and mayhem seem to be all that is tying them together at the moment. Well, that and those damn Sussex titles. Another source close to the couple said they've grown so used to being under fire that bizarrely, the strain keeps them in step. They feel like they're the only ones the other can truly depend on. But it's sad. They're like two naughty children in a playground coming together to revel in their mischief, but who don't really like anything about each other. When I read this line, I thought back to Harry's face during the Netflix series when Meghan fakes the curtsy on the couch. That man loves me so much. Sure, Jan. The insider told Radar, there have been long stretches when it has genuinely felt like Harry and Meghan versus everyone else. From the outset, Harry has taken a fiercely protective stance towards her. He's an unusually devoted husband, largely because Meghan is hit with an enormous amount of hostility, especially on the internet. It's me. Hi, I'm the hostility. But they have developed, this is the article, I'm quoting again, the source, that has developed into a pattern of them separately and together creating chaos for themselves and others, then reveling in it and being brought close by their misbehavior and betrayals of the royal family. Radar claims that Harry and Meghan are drifting apart due to his desire to get back to the UK and reunite with the royal family. I personally think he desperately misses being liked and realizes that doesn't happen very often when he stands next to the missus. Radar says that the pair's multi-million-dollar Netflix partnership is also pulling them in different directions, with insiders warning of a growing divide between them. The article says the couple, who signed a $100 million deal with the streamer in 2020, shortly after stepping back from royal duties, are pursuing separate projects which sources claim are highlighting their differences and showing what dramatically separate lives they are leading. But for the record, No one believes it was $100 million. So can we stop repeating that for the love of God? The report says that Meghan is building a Hollywood production empire. Also factually incorrect. An empire is not one poorly scripted reality show that people would rather watch parodied on TikTok. While Harry, the article says, is increasingly focused on philanthropy and repairing his ties with his family. Yes, that royalist like
Radar paint a picture of Meghan jetting off to Hollywood parties, skipping solemn events like Remembrance Day, and basking in the glow of the 1% at Kris Jenner's birthday bash. Meanwhile, Harry, poor guy, is stuck somewhere between dodging PR disasters and trying to maintain some shred of dignity. And don't even get me started on Kardashian Picturegate. I'm still convinced it was a PR stunt. Kris Jenner teasing and UN teasing Meghan's posts. Classic distraction play. In the end, Harry is protective, devoted, and often trapped in the fallout of Meghan's ambitions. Meghan is ambitious, media-savvy, and relentlessly self-centered.
that royal real estate convention in Canada. It's not a royal real estate convention, but the real estate company probably wants you to think so. But really, is that for the greater good of humanity? Harry cashing a huge check to talk to another group of one percenters? It's ridiculous. A source claimed these Netflix projects are really pulling Harry and Meghan onto separate paths. Meghan is throwing herself into Hollywood, while Harry's focus is drifting back towards the UK and the world he walked away from. He sometimes feels sidelined in their brand, and it's putting a serious strain on things. This pair is now divorced creatively and could be soon divorced legally, says the source. Now, for some reason, Vanity Fair's February 2025 report, American Hustle, has been heavy on my heart. And I know you remember this. It says someone from Meghan's team had been shopping around a post divorce book. The article alleged that a rumor had been circulating in the book world that Meghan's team had a conversation with a publishing house to gauge interest in a book about a post Harry divorce. And Vanity Fair said that the unidentified person allegedly acting on Meghan Markle's behalf made it clear that the couple were not getting divorced, but was seeking to know if such a divorce did happen, would this publisher theoretically be interested in a book that took place in its aftermath? The article says that nothing was ever put on paper and that no offer was ever made and no manuscript was produced. That claim, though, went unchallenged by the notoriously litigious Sussexes, which strikes anyone with half a brain as suspicious. Now, back in August, Radar reported that the Sussexes were at war over PR crisis strategies after Senabale was plagued by race and bully allegations. Remember how quiet Meghan was? Now she won't go the hell away. That headline read, exclusive, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle at war over PR strategies as Duke's charity is buried in race and bullying scandal. An insider told the outlet that Harry and Meghan feel like there's a coordinated effort to destroy them, and it's now tearing them apart. Hi, guys, it's called karma. Radar reported the diva, Duchess of Sussex, is embroiled in fresh bullying allegations that have sparked huge tensions between the couple over how to manage the fallout. The article suggested that Dr. Sophie Shandaka and Senabale, who accused Meghan of bad behavior in the media, wreaked havoc on the Sussexes' household. The source said, they just can't seem to get a break. It's crisis after crisis for them at the moment, and it's causing huge arguments. They are blowing up at each other, then also arguing about the best way to handle the fallout and PR that goes with it. Every time they try to move forward, something pulls them back, says the source. Harry is determined to rebuild their public image, but once the bullying accusations within his charity popped up again, it felt like they were back where they started. Radar reported that Prince Harry felt like he was caught in an endless wave of negative publicity, while Meghan was angry about the state of their brand as well. Now, the August 2025 results from YouGov's Royal Family Favorability Tracker confirmed the Sussex brand decline. Prince William led the pack with a 74% approval rating at the time, closely followed by Catherine, Princess of Wales, 71%, Princess Anne holding strong at 70%. Those numbers have actually since improved despite the Andrew drama. Contrast back in August, Prince Harry was viewed positively by only 28%, while Meghan fared even lower at 20%, ranking only slightly ahead of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor at the time. Today, Prince Harry and Meghan are still seen negatively by most Britons, with the public seeing Harry negatively by 58% and Meghan by 66%. When it comes to the PR wars, a source told Radar they have different ways they want to deal with the optics of their scandals. Meghan always wants to fight aggressively. She's passionate about defending herself and correcting the narrative, while Harry prefers to be more careful. We see that in the Harper's Bazaar interview. We see that in the cut. We see that every time. We see that with Bloomberg. Every time Meghan Markle sits down with somebody, it seems like she's trying to settle scores when it comes to the media. The Radar article says she reacts by going on the offensive, but he just wishes the whole thing would stop.
Crafting narratives, playing starring roles, and leveraging crises for personal gain. They are bound by titles, shared history, and mutual chaos, but maybe not much else. Radar sums it up. Drama is the glue, and the rest is slowly unraveling. So, what's next? Harry might continue pursuing solo projects and rekindling UK ties. Meghan will keep Hollywooding her life into a story she controls. Divorce rumors? They are persistent, but right now, it seems the spectacle and chaos are the only things keeping this high-profile marriage from disintegrating entirely.
July of 2023, Radar started to document tensions within the Sussex compound. They originally reported that Harry and Meghan were taking time apart to heal and rebuild their bond. They're trying to figure out what hit them. Harry doesn't fit into Meghan's tacky Tinseltown world, a source told the outlet, adding that he's hoping to find himself. I don't think he has located himself yet. Between the palm trees and the pot plants, I think he's still searching. Around the same time, Heat magazine reported, after a disastrous few months for the couple, we're told Meghan's feeling frustrated at her fall from grace, and Harry is in the firing line. Friends of the Sussexes told Page Six that the rumors weren't true, but Meghan was suspiciously absent throughout Prince Harry's promotion for his book, Spare. Have you ever noticed that she's never there when you feel like he would need her? Heat reported Meghan can now see that whether it's fair or not, they are being viewed as these professional whiners. And it's not as simple as her distancing herself because she has to be seen as fully supportive of Harry. She's now regretting that she wasn't more hands-on or involved when he was putting his book together. Sources told Heath this: the Sussexes' professional failures are something that causes drama inside the home. And this was after Rolling Stone wrote that piece titled Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are in their flop era. Wow, that was quite the headline at the time. It was reported that Prince Harry was mortified by the blowback over their projects and is insisting, this is what, in 2024, he won't tolerate another show business disaster. Did someone say polo? Hollywood is glam and glitz on the outside, but the real stars have worked hard for their success, a source told Radar, insinuating that Meghan's success comes through, well, marrying a prince. The insider explained, if the public doesn't like you, they won't get behind you. And no matter how much money you throw at the problem, it just won't go away. The hits keep coming for the Sussexes, said the source, which is absolutely true when you consider an October 2024 headline from the same outlet, quote, Harry and Meghan divorce rumors reach fever pitch as insiders admit Duke and Duchess of Sussex are leading very separate lives and will continue to do so. In the past, Harry and Meghan were known for their joint efforts in promoting charitable causes through their foundation, Archwell. However, a significant amount of Prince Harry's 2024-2025 trips saw him flying solo. The Duke ended up spending his 40th birthday away from his wife, hiking with friends. Near the end of 2024, Harry appeared at 10 engagements within 2 weeks without Meghan by his side and went on some quasi-royal tour across 3 locations, including New York, London, and Lesotho. This year, he's gone to the UK, Canada, Ukraine, Angola, and Shanghai without his wife. A source told Radar, Harry and Meghan are going to live separate lives and have a blueprint for doing so. So these headlines are back in between 2023 and 2024. So my point is, I feel like they were right, considering what we're witnessing today. The Express reported something similar when it comes to the idea of a blueprint, saying, according to a well placed source, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will sit down with their US based team to thrash out a new strategy following Harry's successful solo trip abroad. Harry and Meghan are still focused on moving forward as a unit, but will undertake more solo engagements to shine a light on their own interests. Meghan seems to only show up if there's a shiny trophy included. Free trophy. This way. Free play, free jet, free trophy. Meghan's like, I'm on my way. My bags are packed. The Express reported Harry is due back in California this week, and a debrief is expected following his travel, said a source. There's a lot to discuss, so the team has been summoned for a meeting towards the end of the week. The success of Harry's solo endeavors has shown that a new strategy might be needed. But Radar has warned for years now that it's deeper than the professional separation, that Meghan solidified throughout 2025 with the launches of With Love Meghan, As Ever, and Confessions of a Female Founder, to name a few. I mean, now she's also playing herself in movies. An insider told Radar they have been drifting apart for a while, with Harry's desire to return to the UK, where his old drinking buddies are, and with his hope to return to the very comfortable fold of the royal family, putting a real strain on their marriage. He's hated their bid for stardom with Netflix and Spotify getting pulled and them ending up ridiculed, and he's starting to miss England.
For royal watchers, it's a front row seat to a slow-motion train wreck. Fascinating, frustrating, and entirely unpredictable. Harry and Meghan's marriage looks like it's held together by headlines, scandals, and shared misery, not mutual respect or genuine affection. And for Meghan, it seems to be business, narrative control, and stardom. For Harry, he's caught in a web of loyalty, protection, and nostalgia for a life he can't fully have anymore. It's dramatic, it's messy, and honestly, I don't think anyone's coming out of this unscathed. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think.